Today I am going to do, psych, no, I'm just playing. I feel like a news reporter. Today I'm going to do a Q&A, and the Q&A has been MIA for a very long time. I think the last Q&A I did was like February or March or something weird, like a long time ago. But I kept all the questions that I had asked you guys, because I always ask the questions on Instagram, and then I take a few questions from YouTube too. But I put a post on Instagram, and then I tell you guys to ask all the questions that you want, you know. So I wrote them all down, got all this paper, girlfriend, but I only highlighted just a few. We would be here all day if I answered all these questions. So I just highlighted the ones that I'm going to answer in this video, and the next time I'll highlight more, and I'll do that and that and that, because I don't want the video to be too long. But I know you guys are going to ask me what type of hair I got in my head, or you probably think it's mine, but no, it's the Aurora Black Series Professional Hair. I think that's what it's called. It's the hair that I've had for about 5 years now. I still use the clip-ins. I love them. I'll put a link down below to the video, the very first video that I did on that, and then I'll also post a video of me putting my hair in a ponytail using these clips too. But anyway, let's get into the questions, girlfriend. Okay, the first person, I'm just going to put names on here because some of your screen names I don't know how to pronounce. So I'm just going to put the screen name right here as I say the question. Okay, the first person asked, will you be vlogging any vacations this spring or summer? I am going to be going on vacation in July to Virginia. It's going to be a family vacation. Mamacita's coming along too. I'm going to try to vlog. It's kind of hard because it's hard to blur Mamacita's face out. I tried the blurring sensor feature on, on Final Cut Pro, and as long as she's in one spot, I got it down pat. When she's moving around, I don't know how to make that blur follow her unless I cut each clip. Like, there'll be like a million clips to just keep moving it. Oh my God, just thinking about it giving me anxiety. But because I actually did a vlog back in April, I want to say, and I never uploaded because it was so hard to blur her face. So I was just like, whatever. It's kind of hard to vlog the back of her head all the time because she want to turn around, she see the camera, she's like a little diva and everything. So I'm going to try to vlog, can't make no promises, but I'll post a lot of pictures on Instagram. Follow me, girlfriend. It says, hi, I just started working out and I'm sore as heck. Should I take a break or should I just push through the pain? It's been like this all day. I would say you have to know your body. It depends what kind of pain. There's a difference when you work out and you feel sore than if you are in pain, like it's hurting. So if you are hurting, you need to stop working out until you get that under control. But if it's just soreness because you worked out your legs, or you worked out your arms, or you did some abs, that's normal. You do want to have rest days. So I would say work out. If you're, like you said, you're just starting working out, I would say work out like 3 days, then rest a day or two, and then start again. Don't like constantly work out every single day, 365. Even people who are like athletes and people who are like in figure competitions don't work out every single day, 365. They even take rest days. But listen to your body. I know that you see a lot of people on Instagram and Twitter, and they talk about this, how many reps they did, and this type of exercise they did, and you try to follow exactly. I wouldn't say follow the exact reps that the person does. You may be able to follow the type of exercise, but don't follow the reps per se if you're just starting working out. But you have to know the difference between sore and pain. Like, if it hurts where the point where you're about to cry or you can't walk, like you literally can't walk, that's pain. If it's just sore to walk, like, ow, ow, I worked out my legs yesterday, ow, that's soreness. And it's a weird kind of feeling. It almost feels like a good soreness. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll know your body. If you hurt and you feel like you gotta go to the doctor, that's pain, that ain't soreness. You hurt yourself. Be careful. How are you coming along with your weight loss, and what exercises and diets have you been trying to help reach your goal? I need help on losing 15 or more pounds. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Well, girlfriend, so far to date, I have lost 20 pounds from January, and I'm so proud of myself because every year, I don't know if it's every year or maybe, I'll say every year. Every year I try to say I'm going to lose weight at the beginning of the year, and that lasts maybe like a week, maybe a month. We are now in the middle of the year and I'm still consistent. I started off this year at 177 pounds, and yesterday at work I weighed myself. I was 157.8. Holla and pop that collar. Oh yeah, bam. What I do, this is the thing. I'm not a health guru, a fitness guru. There may be some people who may want to say, Kim, don't tell people that. But my thing is this: eat in moderation. Everybody tells you that. That's a good thing. Eat in moderation. But the thing I will tell you is this: is don't starve yourself. Don't deprive yourself. If you like ice cream, eat the ice cream. Find like frozen yogurt. Find gelato. Like find things that are like less fattening, but still eat it. Instead of putting it in a bowl, put it in a coffee mug. That's what I do. Not the big gargantuan coffee mugs, because I have this coffee mug that's like this big, like seriously. No, I mean like the little cup, the little tiny coffee cups, or like a little teacup. That's what I did, because I used to fill up the bowl all the way to the top. But if you put it in a teacup, that's a whole lot less than what's in a bowl. So you still getting your satisfaction, but it's not like gluttony, you know? Like if you like pizza, I still eat pizza. I eat a few slices of pizza if I want to. Instead of eating like 4, 5, 6 slices of pizza, I may eat like 2, because I can down a pizza. I don't really eat much bread unless I'm going out somewhere to eat out. If I do eat out, I try to eat salads as much as possible. Try not to eat too many burgers eating out, but I do that sometimes, but I try not to. I know that, what else? What's the name of that restaurant? Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory has like the weight loss section in their menu, or they have like small portion size. Don't be afraid to take some home. You gotta eat it all because it's right there. You can take it home, you know? But eat a lot of nuts. I love nuts, like raw almonds, not with no salt and no little sugar sprinkles on it. It has to be raw, like tasteless, like nothing. It has great protein, and you'll get used to the taste. Eat a lot of fruit. Another thing is, if you're the type of person where you feel like you don't know when to stop eating, take 8 ounces of water and drink that before you eat your food. So you're filling yourself up. Then also when you eat slowly. Don't eat like, like inhaling, because if you do that, you're gonna think you're hungry. And then by the time you get that second plate in, then you're like, oh my God, I need to loosen my pants. Like every meal should not feel like you ate Thanksgiving dinner, you know? And that was my problem. I used to always feel like I had to unbutton my pants type of full. And you should only feel that like Thanksgiving and Christmas. You should be feeling like that every day. If all else fails, I even try this. I eat my meals on a saucer. And you're like, girl, that ain't enough food for me. No, you can have 2 helpings on 1 saucer, because to me, this is how I think. 2 saucer helpings equals 1 plateful. So you're tricking your mind that you had a second helping, but you really give your body 1 plateful. If that makes sense. That's how you could do it. I know I be rambling on all these questions. I take one question and it goes so long. That's why I can't be answering all of them. That's why I have to highlight some. Okay, oh, and this kind of works with the next one. This young lady says, how did you lose over 20 pounds since January? ADVOCARE, that's what gave me my jump start. And ADVOCARE is like a weight loss supplement plan, meal plan. I will put the link down below to the website. I'll put the link down below to the 24-day challenge. And then also I will put a link down to the video that I talk in depth about it. I did that back in February, I want to say. And they say that it takes 21 days to form a habit, to either form or break a habit. And this system is 24 days. So if you are for real about it, because you can still fail on ADVOCARE, it's not liposuction, although people love to say one particular product is like liposuction in a bottle, which is true, but you can still overeat that program. You can take all the supplements all you want, but if you're not changing the way you're eating, you're still going to stay fat. I don't like using that word, but you're still going to stay the weight that you don't like. You may stay still. It may stop you from gaining, but you're not going to go down, you know? So you do have to eat properly, but that gave me my jump start. It kept me focused. So at the end of that program, I felt good because I had lost so much weight, and then I was able to, I still use some of the supplements after. I use my Thermal Plus, and I use my, dang, what's the other one? See, I haven't taken it in like over a week because I'm about to get my wisdom teeth pulled out on the 10th, which is Wednesday. By the time you see this, I would already have them taken out. and I'm about to be put under, and I didn't know what that would do, taking like dietary supplements. So I stopped for like a week or two to get it out of my system. So I can't even remember. I took Thermo Plus, I took Carb Ease, and then the other one is Catalyst. If you watch the video, you'll see that I said that I wasn't really understanding Catalyst in my body, like I didn't feel anything. And I was talking to my coach, and she said, Kim, because she watched my video, and she said, Kim, you're not going to feel anything with Catalyst, you're going to see it. So she said, give it another try. So I bought another bottle, and Rant, she's right, you do see it. So I do Thermo Plus, Catalyst, and Carb Ease. Those are my like, it's like my snacks. I'll put all the links down below. I don't want to go into too much detail of ADVOCARE in this video because it's going to be long. Just watch that video. Okay, are you still in the process of adopting little mama? Like is she your daughter yet or no? And that's funny. And then she said, and I have some coupon codes for Carters. Okay, so I don't need to be shopping no more, so I can't take your coupon codes. Although I had coupon codes for Carters. If you watch my haul, girlfriend would have saw it. But I think this question came before that haul was posted. But about Mamacita, and is she like legally mine or not? Nope, she's not legally adopted by me yet. I don't know, I'm trying to think of how to explain it, because I get a lot of questions in videos and on Twitter and on Instagram, and a lot of people really don't understand the process of adoption, more foster care adoption, because usually if you're adopting like overseas or domestically, when you get that child, you're already in the process of adoption. With foster care, a kid can live with you for a few years before adoption is even done. So it's kind of like weird to certain people because they don't understand it. They're so used to filling out paperwork, going overseas, getting your baby and come back with it. And you're like, it's mine, you know? So it's a little different. It's like a longer, slower process. But adopting domestically or internationally is a long process too, but it's a long process without the child before adoption. Foster care is a long process with the child before adoption. It's a long process, just one is without the kid and one is with the kid. So the best way that I can explain this, and I don't want anyone to get upset, but this is the only way that I can make it understandable for people who don't know foster care. Not saying that I'm going to own Mamacita, like she's a piece of property, but the best way to explain it is that I cannot own the situation until the previous owner is no longer the owner. Think of it like a house. See, I still don't want to compare children to like houses and cars and stuff like this, but I have to think of something common that most people, if not everyone, understands. So work with me here. Think of you own a home. You're the owner of the home. You've owned that home for 4 years, 5 years, whatever. And now you're either going to sell the home, meaning get rid of it, or the home is about to be foreclosed on you. The home is being taken away from you, or the car is being taken away from you. The new owner cannot be the owner of that home, or the new owner cannot be the owner of that car until the old owner loses its rights. So if I own this home and you want to buy it, you cannot own this home until I give it up. You see what I'm saying? Or until the bank repossesses it. I cannot be Mamacita's mom until her mother's rights have been repossessed, if that makes sense. So it's a long process. We're on our way there. I don't want to put dates because there's dates to things that I already have, like dates, legal dates and stuff like that I don't want to talk about right now, or really I don't know if I legally can talk about it right now. So let's just say that there's dates in place that I know things are going to happen at this time, and then there's things that I don't know that are going to happen, but I have a range. They just didn't give me a date for that yet, but it is in the motion of the ocean to get to adoption. It can take anywhere from 6 months from now to a year from now. That's what I've been told. So it's just a long process. But in a way, it's faster than anything because Mamacita hasn't even been with me for a year. At the end of this month, it'll be a year. And usually, they don't even go to that part until way after a year and a half. And we've been on this path already right now for maybe about 6 or 7 months now. So this is quick. Like, she was only with me for like 4 months when they start talking about, okay, let's get this popping. It's different. Some things are quick, some things are slow. I heard one case where from the day the child went into the home to the day that adoption papers were signed was 6 months from beginning to end. I'm like, dang, Mamacita been here. I was like, yeah, I'm making it. It's all different. But once again, to wrap it all up, because I'm long-winded on my questions, but my adoption answers are always long-winded because I try to make sure you guys understand. But I cannot be her mother until her biological mother is no longer her mother. She'll always be her mother, but she won't be her legal mother, if that makes sense. So if you want to buy a home and you're looking at a home right now, you're going home shopping and you're like, oh my God, I just did a tour and they had like an open house in this house and it's gorgeous, I want it. Well, you can't own that home until that owner no longer owns it. You get what I'm saying? So I cannot be, I don't want to say I don't want to own Mama Cedar because I hate that. I cannot be her mother until her other mother is no longer her mother, if that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. Please don't be mad that I compared it to a car and a house, but that's the only way that I can get you to understand. Okay, to soften your new growth, do you use the S-Curl moisturizer before you blow dry or after you blow dry your hair? Neither. Because when I use S-Curl, I don't put no heat on my hair. I don't know if I ever explained it before, but I was like, I hope people don't put that stuff in their hair and go flat iron their hair, because it's not a heat protectant. It's not like a moisturizer that really soaks into the hair, and you know, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's for people with jerry curl. That's what it is. And when you have a jerry curl, you don't flat iron your hair. You don't do nothing. You wet it, you spray a little activator, hoping you don't get no drippage, and then you go on about your day. So don't put no heat on your hair. What I do is I wash my hair. Not towel dry, but I t-shirt dry, and then after I t-shirt dry, then I will spray in the roots only. I do all my moisturizing on the hair shaft, but I spray my roots only, pull it back in a loose bun, put my headscarf on, and just let myself marinate. Meaning I just let myself air dry under the scarf. And then as time goes on, I take the ponytail out so it can be loose and dry all up in there. But what I'm really trying to get is this flat up here. I don't blow dry before, don't blow dry after. When I use that S-Curl, there's no heat involved. If I will flat iron my hair, S-Curl does not touch my hands or does not touch my hair. For heatless styles. How does little mama like gymnastics? And I know you've talked about it before, but if and when you adopt, would you ever change their name? But she loves gymnastics. I actually recorded her back in April on her very first day of gymnastics. If I can get the blurrization over her face down pat, I'll insert a clip right now. But if you don't see the clip, that means I couldn't get it right. Wanna go here?
Yeah, you could do it. Can you do it? Can you do it? Yay! Uh-oh, gotta go down. Be careful. You okay? You did it!
Rant, you get to jump.
Now remember, that was her first day. All she wanted to do was run and jump. But now she flips. The girl actually knows how to climb a ladder. Of course, with my assistance, she's 19 months old, but she can climb a ladder. I didn't even know she knew how to climb a ladder. I held onto her little hips, and she just climbed like a little spider monkey. I was like, what? Get it, girl. She flips, she crawls, she rolls, she runs and jumps inside a little styrofoam pit type thing. She's doing pretty good. There's certain things that she will only try once, and because they make you go around, it's almost like an obstacle course. They make you try different stations, and you can go around like 2 or 3 times. And some things she want to do over and over and over again. Some things she's like, no, mommy, I don't want it. I'm like, you ain't gotta be that doggone dramatic, like your whole neck broke. She'll say she don't want certain things, like swinging on the bar. She will she'll touch it and be like, okay, I'm over that. I'm gonna go jump. And then about changing her name, no, I would never change her name. Her name is very, I don't know, I would say it's very Americanized, but this name is not originated from America. I think it originated from France. I think it's a French name. Just like my name, I think it's French. I don't know, but it's a common name. It's a common name for older people. So I number one, I wouldn't change her name because I really love her name. That's one reason. Number two, I wouldn't change it because she's almost 2 years old and she knows her name. That'll be kind of like disrespectful to her, inconsiderate for her to know this name for 2 years. And then all of a sudden, like, guess what? Can't call you that anymore. This is your name now. Like you're naming a pet. Like you got a pet from like this person moving into a new apartment and they can't take their dog with them. So they gave the dog to you and now you renamed it. She's not a dog, so I won't rename her. Of course she's gonna have my last name. That's a given. Yeah. Hi, my name is Tiffany and I would like to know if you've heard of this hair product called AUDIBLE Natural Products, and if so, would you ever try it on your hair? And if so, would you do a review on it? Actually, it's funny you said that because I started following them on Instagram. And the one thing in particular that I'm interested in is like their honey conditioner type thing. So I'm thinking about ordering it, but I have so many products already that I have a problem that I need to use on my products. But I am really thinking about purchasing that because if you don't know what I'm talking about, what product I'm talking about, go on Instagram. I'm going to link them down below. Go on Instagram and just check out all the hair that they show. And they're not just showing their hair. Well, it's one woman. I'm sure she has business partners, but I'm just going to say her. She's not just showing her hair, she shows customers and clients' hair, and their hair looks like weave. But I don't care how long it is. It could be like this short, and it'd be swinging like a wig. I swear, it is gorgeous. So I'll let you know, keep you posted on that, but I do want to try it out. How do you balance working out / diet, taking care of the little one, CPS, which is Child Protective Services, work and house duties? Because I just got my 2-year-old sister through CPS at the end of March, and I'm trying to continue my diet with ADVOCARE, but I can't because I can't seem to find a set schedule to get stuff done. Well, I don't know if you work outside the home, but if you do, most of your ADVOCARE intake will be during the day when you're at work. So that's what I say. Take it to work. Do it like that, girlfriend. If you don't want people all in your business talking about, oh, what you taking? You don't need to be taking all that. Just put it in those those pill boxes that you get like at CVS that has like the date like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They'll just think you're taking vitamins because, you know, some people are just so doggone nosy. I try to work out when Mama C does playing. Sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes she always want to be hugged. Mommy, I want a hug. I want a hug. Mommy, can I hug? Can you pick me up? Up, please. I'm like, oh gosh. So what I do is she wants me to pick her up. I pick her up and I do squats while I'm holding her. She's about 27 pounds. So that's like 27-pound weights. You gotta like work with it, like try to work around it. Also, you can burn about 250 calories cleaning. So I do that. My cleaning, I do a lot of cleaning when she's asleep. I can clean her room when she's awake. She leaves me alone. She lets me clean her room, which is so weird. She lets me clean her room when she's awake. She doesn't bother me. The living room, I can clean the living room when she's awake, although she messes it right back up because all her toys are out there. But my room and my closet, I could do when she's awake, but I normally put her on my bed and I'll give her some snacks and she watches Caillou. Oh my gosh, she's obsessed with that stupid little bald-headed kid. I should have never showed her that show. She always said, Mommy, oh, Caillou. She goes like that. Or she'll go, Mommy, can I have a hug? I'm like, what do you want? So I give her a hug. And I say, I love you. And she goes, I love you too. And she goes, Mommy, can I watch Caillou? Like that. She's like a con artist. She'll sit on the bed and she'll eat like a little snacks and she'll watch Caillou. And she'll be in my room and I'll clean around her. Like I'll clean everything in my room. I'll go in my closet and then I save the bed for last. Like I'll make up the bed last. Now for the kitchen and the bathroom, that has to be done when she's asleep because she's always in the way. She feels that if I'm in the kitchen, I should be cooking. It don't matter if she just ate and full, pants just loose, stomach overflowing. It means nothing. She goes, Mommy, I want to eat, or I want water, I want juice, I want ice cream, like random thing. I'm like, you don't want anything. Or I want apple, I want a nanner. I'm like, you don't want anything. You're just talking because I'm in here and you're scared that I'm going to eat something. I have to clean the kitchen and the bathroom when she's asleep. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We can't work around that. Because it's like a bloody mess. She would stand in the middle of the floor and scream. And then I get stressed, tired, and stop cleaning. The next one is, when do you sleep? Normally I go to sleep I want to say around like on a normal good day, like it looks good on paper, like what looks good. I go to sleep around like 10 or 11, but then there's some days when my mind just won't shut down and I'm awake till like 2 o'clock in the morning just laying there. But if I have to make YouTube videos, that's totally different. I can't make videos in the evening anymore. I'm not inspired at nighttime. It's weird. I guess because I pick her, I'm all at work all day. Then I go pick her up from daycare and I bring her home. I feed her, play with her, entertain her, then get her ready for bed. I'm just stressed. Like I've been going nonstop for like 12, 13, 14 hours. And I'm like, I gotta sit down and talk on a camera. And I don't want to talk on camera and feel like it's forced. So I stopped recording at nighttime. And I record first thing in the morning. So if I know I'm going to get up and record in the morning, I try to go to sleep the minute I put her to sleep. So she goes to sleep at like 8:30, maybe 9. And then I try to get her to sleep between 8 and 8:30, but that don't be working. Sometimes it's 9 o'clock. But whenever I put her to bed and tell her good night, I go in the bed, go to sleep, force myself to go to sleep. And then I wake up like around 3 or 4 in the morning. And then I take a shower, get dressed, put my makeup on, and film, which is not that bad because after I turn the camera off, I'm completely dressed for work. Holla. Although some people can tell when I make videos, especially her daycare teacher, because I usually don't wear makeup to work. So when I drop her off for daycare in the morning, she see me all glammed up. She's like, oh, you did a video this morning. I'm like, holla. Okay, tips for stopping breakage. You want to always deep condition your hair. Every time you wash it, you want to deep condition. Lay off the heat. I'm not saying don't put heat on your hair because that's stupid. You know, we all want to put heat on our hair at least once a year. So even a person who haven't flat ironed their hair in 5 years, they're curious to see what their hair looks like. So they'll flat iron at least one time. So we're going to put heat on our hair round, especially if you're relaxed. Because when you went through that whole relaxing process, you're not even going to straighten it, you know. But don't do this much. Don't do this often. And then you want to leave your hair alone. Stop the constant combing. Stop the constant brushing. The over manipulation. Trying to wear your hair down so much. In the winter time, I don't know where you live, but try not to wear your hair down so much. I know like in Connecticut, I can't wear my hair down too much in the winter time because of the fabrics that I wear. Like I wear sweaters and stuff like that, and cardigans that's like 100% cotton. It just soak up all the moisture off the ends of your hair. And then it's like real dry and cold and brittle up here. But in the summertime, it's more hot and humid. So the moisture gets into the hair and make it all fluffy. But I wear my hair down a little more in the summertime than in the winter. But low manipulation, remember this, do a little bit of manipulation, a little bit of heat, and a lot of bit of moisture. Okay, how many kids do you want? Could you see yourself fostering or adopting more? In a perfect world, I would like 2 girls. But I'm seeing that Mamacita may be the only child because I asked Mamacita if she wanted a sister maybe like a month ago, and she said yeah. She said, yeah. I said, do you know what a sister is? And then I said, well, you know that means you're going to have to share your toys and you have to share mommy. And she went, mommy, no. So I was like, oh, wow. So maybe she might be the only one, or maybe that's just her right now because she's so little, and it might change. But as of right now, I think Mamacita would be the only child, but I would love to have one more girl. What did you do to prepare your home for fostering? Did you purchase toys, clothing, furniture, etc.? When I was preparing for foster care, I bought everything except for clothes. Because you don't know how old the kid is going to be. Even if you only want this age group, you may not get that age group. Or even if you want a certain age group like 0 to 2, that's a big range to be buying 0 to 2-year-old, because that's like newborn to size 4 Pampers. So you got to buy each one. That's expensive. Then you got to buy 0 to 2-year clothes. No, that's too expensive. Don't do that. You will have to have furniture, meaning you will have to have a crib and stuff like that before you actually get licensed, because they need to make sure that once we sign the papers for your license, we can call you as early as tomorrow for a kid. And if you have no bed for them, we can't put that kid in your home. So I had the crib already. I have another bed in Mamacita's room. So Mamacita has 2 places to sleep. Everyone thinks that bed, she sleeps in that bed. I'm like, no, that girl sleeps too wild to be in a bed right now. She is still in that crib. And then I know her getting out the bed, come knocking on my door, talking about, mommy, I want a hug. I'm gonna keep her in the crib as long as I can. And then my mom got me this little kitchen set. That was like my baby shower gift, or it was like a congratulations, you passed your adoption, not adoption, but passed your foster care license. So she bought that for me like back in 2011 or 2010. It was one of them. So I've had that for years, and every kid that comes to the home played with it. Now I guess it belongs to Mamacita now. You do want to have like the foundational things. Like you can have a few toys. The best thing to do, you don't have to get a kitchen set, because I remember back in the day, I think my mom paid over $200 for that thing. I say you can always go to the dollar store and get some toys. You can always get like, they come in like buckets, and it's like play food, and you can spend, I've seen some that are like $20 and you get a bucket of play food. Although I spoiled Mamacita and bought her like this $100 toy food that she don't even play with. She plays with an empty bowl and a spoon and stirs the air and go, "Mommy, you want to eat?" I like, "You want to play restaurant?" "Yeah, I cook. She don't even be touching the food. I'm like, "Girl, I spent all that money on them toy food." That food look real. Like if I have my glasses on, I'll think that was a real T-bone steak right there. But I like it because it really looks like real food, and it teaches her food and her fruits and her vegetables. But she will not play with the food, and I'm pissed. I'm like, "Girl, I spent all that money on the doggone food you ain't playing with." So go get you some like $10 or $20 box or like a bucket of food. Kids love to play cooking. So, just get the fundamentals, get the little books that when you press the button, they make all them noises. Things that a little baby can like, all the way up to like a 2 or 3 year old would like. That's what I did. And then you're going to end up buying a whole bunch of junk when you get here anyway. I have 2 more questions. Dang, this video is long. I only answered like a couple questions and then it's still long. I know you did a video a while back on how you wrap your hair. Could you please do a new video on how you wrap your hair at night? I have tried with the bobby pins and they leave dents in my hair when I take them out the next day. Oh, and I love your videos. Thank you, girlfriend. Yeah, I'll do another video on it. I'm not going to do it right now because my hair is like 4 months post-relax. I should be relaxing it now this month, but I'm going to relax it in July or like the beginning of July or the very last day of June, because I'm going on vacation and I want a fresh laid do, so I'll do it then. Maybe I'll do the wrapping video while I'm on vacation, because I did the first wrapping video when I was in Vegas. Oh, the memories. I can't wait to go back there again. And the last question is, have you thought about actually adopting one of your foster children? Bam! Yes, and more yes, I'm going to adopt Mamacita. She's going to be Mamacita Holden. That's not her real name. And I rarely call her that. She knows that's her nickname though, because I guess she watches the videos, because I'll play them in the background and she'll stop and look like "Mommy," like that. And I think her teacher has played some of the videos while she's there, and then she'll stop and go, "That's my mommy," like that. So, so she knows her name is Mamacita, but that's not what I call her. I call her real name, and I call her the nickname version of her real name. Like, the nickname version of my real name is Kim, but my real name is Kimberly. So I can't tell you her nickname, because if I tell you her nickname, you're gonna know her real name, because it's like the same thing, like Kim and Kimberly. Yeah, I'm gonna adopt her. I know I am, Brown. That's how it's gonna be. That is all for this video. I do not want to make this video way too long. Oh, but I do want to mention one thing. You guys can stop the video now, or you can keep on watching, because I'm on a roll, girlfriend. I was gonna put this in a vlog, but the vlog never went up. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but if you do, you'll see pictures of Mamacita. Like, you don't see her face. Like, I blur her face out, whether I put a nice pretty heart or I'll put like this little paisley design on her face. Basically, you don't see her face, but you see her body. Everything else, you just don't see the eyes, nose, and the mouth. And so if your eyes work, if you got your common sense rolling, and you got a pulse, you can tell that Mamacita is not African American. And so I've got nothing but love on Instagram and YouTube. I don't know if maybe you guys just don't notice that she's not black, but I've mentioned it before. But I get nothing but love. Nothing but love. Not one negative thing about us being in a transracial or interracial household. Nothing. Until I step outside. The stupidity, the ignorance, the hatred, the just non-filtering of the mouth is real. And I wouldn't think it up in the East Coast. I'm like right next door to New York, the melting pot of this country. I don't get it. It bothers me. I've had statements where people will stare at me and ask me, "Are you watching her for someone?" I'm like, "No." "Oh, Dad must be white." "Oh, I'm sorry." No lie, that's how they say it. I took public transportation last month. There's nothing wrong with public transportation. I was taking it all my life when I was younger. But the reason why I took public transportation a month ago is because we went to the circus and parking is ridiculous down in, I'll tell you where I was at. I was in Hartford at the XL Center. So I took public transportation there because it took me right in front of the XL Center. And I didn't have to worry about parking. Didn't have to worry about paying for it. Didn't have to worry about looking for it. Didn't have to worry about stressed outness. Nothing. This guy steps on the bus. And I'm playing with Mamacita and bouncing around my leg, and she playing with my glasses and messing with my earrings and everything. And then he gets on, and she looks because he's walking on the bus. And he goes, hi, to her. He goes, hi. And Mamacita's like that. Like, she can peep somebody when they're fake. I said, Mamacita, that's not nice. Say hi. And then she refused to say hi to him. So then he takes his eyes off of her and puts his eyes on me. You would think that he would say hi to me. The first thing that comes out of his mouth is, her father must be white, huh? And I immediately ignore him. I just go straight to talking to Mamacita, straight tuned him out. I looked at Mamacita like, you can peep stupidity, can't you? She got a stupidity radar on her. She can tell you stupid. So then I'm still playing her straight, ignore him, didn't answer him, didn't look at him, didn't do nothing. And then I hear him still trying to talk to us. And he says, she is so pretty, but she gonna have to get darker. Who, I know you were raised better than that. Who says things like that? I don't care if she was white as a freaking piece of paper. I don't care if she's white as this or as dark as this. What that got to do with anything that for you? Like, Then there was another one. Crap, I can't remember the other one because I try to block them out. Her teacher got one time because her teacher will text me or tell me when I drop her off, like, can I take her out? Or we're going on a field trip. You know, I'm like, sure, yeah, getting with it, get out of there. Y'all enjoy the sunshine. Wish I could enjoy it too. So they were out one day. I think it was just her and Mamacita. I don't think she had her other kids that day. And this lady saw them in the store because I guess she was shopping to replenish all the food at daycare. So she was shopping and the lady said, oh, you are so good with her. And then Mamacita's teacher said, oh, thank you. And then she said, do you provide a service or something like that? And she said, excuse me, huh? She said, do you provide a service? And then she said, what? And then the lady said, oh, she's not yours, is she? And then, because Mamacita's teacher's black. And then Mamacita was like, Mamacita's teacher said, this conversation is over, and walked away. Why? What's wrong? You never seen a black person and a white person walking down the street? And when I tell my sister, when I tell my coworker, they are livid. They get pissed. I don't go off on people. That's not my nature. Number one, quite frankly, I'm scared to go off on a complete stranger because I feel if you're that bold to hop out of your skin to come at me that way, you probably got a gun, knife, a fist, anything to hit me. I'm with my daughter. I'm not going to get in no confrontation because clearly you're crazy. And I don't want to hear people saying, well, maybe they're just curious. You ever heard curiosity kill a cat? There's ways to ask it. Have a conversation with me and then let it ease in. Don't let that be the first thing that come out of your mouth is, oh, her dad must be white, huh? Actually, no, her father's not white. He's Puerto Rican, so you're wrong. Anyway, that was a little rant. You probably never heard me rant before, but I just had to get that off my chest. So anybody who's going to be doing foster care or adoption and you are going to be fostering a child that is not your same race or that does not look like you, because it probably would be a lot much easier if Mamacita was fostered by a Caucasian family or a Spanish family, because she's both of those. Or if Mamacita was more darker, like that guy said. People are just stupid. And if your kids don't look like you, which I see plenty of families on YouTube that the mother is my skin complexion and the child is light like Mamacita, and she gave birth to the kid. So just know that if you do that, and if you are in a transracial adoption, even if you're in a biracial family, I feel your pain. I feel not so much pain because it don't hurt me. I just don't want it to hurt her when she gets older. So I have friends that are in biracial families, so I'm gonna talk to them more about what stupidity things that they go through. But God knew what He was doing when He put us together. So I don't know. We can't change the world, but we can make a difference. And together, me and Mamacita are gonna make a difference, and we're gonna help not stop, but because we just two people, but we're gonna help educate the world about you could be multiracial family, round, and love each other. Stop the hatred and stupidity, because they know I got time for that, round. But anyway, I'm about to go. I'll see y'all later. Holla and pop that collar. I love y'all, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hi, Mamacita. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Good job, girlfriend. Good job. We are now here at the little play place for her friend's birthday party, but we're late as usual, so we gotta go inside. Say meow. She don't want to talk because I turned the radio off so I can hear Siri direct me there. That's butter, girl. Can you go put that back? Can you put that back, please? Thank you. Yeah, put it back. Good job. Is say pecan. Yeah. Pecan. Look. She told me to buy that cake. I told her I'm not buying it. She said, Nana, where's Nana? I said, you're gonna get laughed. I said no. I said she the last one to ask to bake a cake.